Guys, you may not have heard of this shoe yet, but I can promise you that you probably will in the near future, guys. This is the Mount to Coast R1 Road Ultra Shoe. We're going to do a quick review from an average guy, the stuff that you can't Google and that you want to know about. I've been running in this pair of shoes now for a little over 50 miles, my longest run being about 18 or 19 miles, and I got to say, out of the box, very, very happy with what I've felt so far. Now, right from jump, you might be thinking the same thing that I was thinking. Why a road ultra shoe? Why do we need a specific ultra shoe? Don't we already have road running shoes? And I really did think that in the beginning, but after running in these and testing them, especially long distances, I can see a real purpose for a shoe like this. It definitely feels different than my normal trainer. I usually train in the ASICS Nova Blast, and there's definitely some significant differences that I can feel between that shoe and this shoe, especially when the distances start to go up above 10, 12 miles. They don't tend to flatten out or feel as clunky as some other shoes that I've ran in, and these would be great for things like multi-day events, maybe a Transcon, or maybe you're going for a record time on the track, or something like the Jackpot Ultras, which is mostly on paved ground. I really think that this is going to find its place in the ultra community. Some quick stats, guys. This is a heel to toe drop of 8 millimeters. It has a 35 mil in the back and a 27 mil in the front, which is a little bit higher if you're wearing a trail ultra shoe, but for a road running shoe, that's pretty standard for me. I like to be somewhere in that 5 to 8, although it is a personal preference. That is the same as the Nova Blast that I run in, with a little bit smaller of a stack height to give you a little bit more ground feel with, in my opinion, the same amount of comfort and cushion. These are surprisingly now the lightest shoe that I own. These are a men's size 11 and they came in at 9.2 ounces, which is almost 1 ounce lighter than my Nova Blast, which came in at 10.2 ounces. And my Topo, I ran in my Topo Spectres, and it's kind of like my speed road shoe. Those came in at 9.6. So with all that cushion, all that stack height, they're really, really light. The upper material, guys, is super breathable. I like to shine a light through to kind of give you a little bit of an idea of how much light is passing through. Super breathable. Right now, it's pretty hot here in New York, and I've had no problems with my feet sweating inside this shoe. I think that would also warrant a little bit of good drainage. I haven't had the opportunity to run in this in really wet conditions, but I think with the amount of airflow that's allowed through here, it would disperse water just as well. Another thing I like, guys, it has just the right amount of stiffness. Now, by no means is this a speed tempo type shoe. You're not going to be taking this thing on track workouts, but for something that is built for long distance, like I said, it has just enough stiffness where it gives you a little bit of propulsion and it doesn't feel clunky and flat. The shoe does not feel slow by any means. Some other amazing features that I like, guys. I like a nice wide toe box. If you run in ultras or you run in topos, that's something that you're going to see, where a lot of the times with the road shoes I've been running, even the ASICS that I run in regularly, they are kind of narrow through the forefoot here. The midfoot, nice and tight. I get a really nice lockdown. You will notice that this shoe has dual lace technology. We have our standard laces, which come up pretty much from the middle of your forefoot all the way to the top. But then at the bottom, we have this elastic lace, which allows you in the middle of your run to adjust the forefoot and give yourself a little bit of added room as your foot begins to swell in warm weather and also in the later distances. Now, I've run in shoes before that have the BOA technology, which allow you to do some quick adjustments. This isn't really that far and that easy to adjust, but way better than standard laces that go all the way through. And I am somebody who has pretty wide, flat feet. My feet do tend to swell. And even in that 18-mile run that I did find myself finicking more with the bottom here to give myself a little bit more room in the forefoot, while I still didn't need to touch the lockdown, which gave me that nice, strong feel inside the shoe. I think this dual lace technology is something that other shoes might start to incorporate when they see how nice it actually feels and how well it works on these longer distances. I'm trying to find some cons with this shoes, guys. I gotta be honest, I'm not a big fan of white shoes, but it does come in black. And like I said, that's not going to affect performance. That's just, I'm not a big fan of white shoes. They tend to get dirty. I'm not sure how these will respond in wet weather, but they do feel pretty grippy. When I walk around on my wood floors in my house, I do feel a little bit of squeak, squeak. I am not sure how this will last, but right now I have 50 miles on these or so, 54 miles. And there is really no wear on these shoes at all. The outsole is not showing any wear after that time. So if this shoe can really hold up as far as durability, I think we have ourselves a real winner here. And the price point is pretty accurate, I think, for the features that we have on this shoe. You could purchase a shoe for $160, guys. There's no links down in the description below. There's none of, this is not that type of video. But yeah, I think at $160, I think we're right there. It might be a little bit high, but I think for all these extra features, if it can hold up in durability, for how light it is, how cushioned it is, it's got neutral stability, I think the $160 price point is pretty accurate. Other small features, guys, it comes with a bag that you can keep your shoes in if you're into that sort of thing out of the box. It also came with a nice poster out of the box. But like I said, very, very happy with this shoe, and really the whole company as a brand. They're a newer brand and I love to support new. They also have another daily trainer shoe, the S1, which is not in my size. I can't wait to get a hold of that shoe as well. And I think right now this is a shoe that I'll probably be buying again, and I keep grabbing for it every time I'm out on the road. So who's this shoe really for? I think it really is for that person that's running longer miles, multi-day events, back-to-back long weekends where you can really beat this shoe up over a long amount of time. If you're a casual runner that's running here and there and you're looking for a daily trainer, this might not be the best shoe for you. It will definitely work, but like I said, you might be compromising a little bit of speed on those shorter distances for this type of design. But I think it's definitely worth a try if you're looking for a new daily trainer. Like all shoes though, I will say, guys, you got to find the one that works and fits best for you. What's good for me, it may not be good for you, but that's just my honest review, guys. I hope this video helped or at least introduced you to the shoe. Like I said, there's no links, nothing to buy, nothing to help me out. But if you were looking and researching this and you did get some value out of this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you know anybody that's interested in this shoe, please share the video and I'll catch you on the next review.